Hi, I'm Andrea Chandler. I'm a professor in the Department of Political Science here at Carleton University. And in the fall of 2021, I'm scheduled to teach the course PSCI 3209, Political Science 3209, Reconstruction and Transformation in Europe and Eurasia. At present, that course has been scheduled for in person, so fingers crossed that this will happen, and I'm really looking forward to it. So there is room in the course at present. So if you're a third-year student or above, I hope you will consider adding this course to your fall timetable. So you may be wondering, Reconstruction and Transformation in Europe and Eurasia, what is that about? The easiest way to explain it is to define it by the geographic area that we cover, which is the countries of the former Soviet Union, the largest of which is Russia, but also there are 14 others, including Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, and so forth. We also in the course consider to some extent some of the countries of the former East Bloc, of former communist systems, such as Hungary, for example, a country that has attracted a lot of attention in the last few years because of what appears to be the emergent authoritarianism and the populism of the leadership in that country. So this is a part of the world that's experienced great upheaval in the last 30 to 40 years. The collapse of the Soviet Union as a large state-controlled socialist system, its breakup into 15 new independent states, and the various processes that have accompanied this huge transformation in this part of the world. Regional or ethnic conflict in some areas, most recently in Nagorno-Karabakh, conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia, which flared up in 2020 and 2021. Another theme that is very obvious is the creation of relatively democratic regimes in some countries, such as Estonia, which is now a member of the European Union, but the trend towards increasingly strong authoritarianism in other countries, with Russia under Vladimir Putin being the most obvious example. But we also saw in the last year the very repressive type of authoritarianism that has been demonstrated in Belarus after the contested election in which longtime President Alexander Lukashenko claimed victory. Other themes that we consider associated with transformation have to do with the politics of identity, the politics of building civil society after a long period of state control over the citizenry. The politics of trying to build a new state and a new constitution, which is an ongoing process in every country, but especially, I think, in this part of the world where change occurred so rapidly. So it's an opportunity by looking at this part of the world to discuss a lot of really interesting current themes that political scientists and the world at large are very interested in these days. Authoritarianism, populism, contested elections, nationalism, controversies over identity and religion. And so we can really hone in and focus on these themes while learning a lot about a really, really interesting part of the world. Now, students often ask, do I need background in Russia or former Soviet countries in order to take this course? And the answer is no, absolutely not. In the early weeks of the course, I go over a lot of that background, context, history, and so forth. And we keep engaging in themes of history and identity throughout the course. In the winter of 2021, I taught this course online, and I introduced kind of more intense focus on human rights as part of the assignments. And students seem to find that theme really interesting. And so, so I'm hoping to continue with that kind of assignment. Although at the time that I am talking to you, I'm still in the process of figuring out exactly what the course components are going to be. But I have a very clear idea of what content we're going to be discussing. And this part of the world, once again, is in the news on an almost daily basis. We're constantly hearing about Vladimir Putin, about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, about events in Belarus. So if you have more questions about the course, please feel free to contact me at andrea.chandler@carleton.ca. And I am looking forward to the fall, and I hope you are too. And have a great summer.